Hey everyone, Bill here with KB Treks. It's opening day for the Minnesota State Fair. Gonna take a look around. Sans carry today. Part disclosure, I have actually been at the fair for several hours working, but now I am done for the day. I'm gonna go explore. When you come to the State Fair, one piece of advice I have for you is get the Blue Ribbon Bargain Book. It is only $5. Really, you only have to use it one, maybe two times before it pays for itself. But we're gonna see if we can take advantage of that today. And along the way, just see what there is to eat and do. It is a beautiful day out here. Right now, I'm just kind of wandering aimlessly. I'm heading down kind of toward the one entrance is for the buses. That's straight ahead. Off to my left is the Mighty Midway. I'm gonna poke my head over there first, I guess. By the entrance of the Mighty Midway, and they actually have a measurement thing so you can put your kid up to it to see how tall they are, see if they can fit on certain attractions. Let's wander in, see what the tickets are. By the price, you can get 60 tickets for $50, 28 tickets for $25, or single tickets for $1. Looks like they got a couple different fun houses. Looks like they got a couple of classic rides here, like this one that'll spin called the Tornado. This one looks a little interesting. It looks like you're riding a hang glider. Midway would not be complete without some sort of carnival games for prizes. Dart games and shooting games. Someone came out big. Tell me you've never ridden one of these things. You don't want to sit on the outside. You will get squished. Check out this ride. This is the Crazy Mouse. It is 6 tickets to ride. And it looks like it just kind of whips you around. Whee! There we go. Here goes the Skyliner. Basically the swings in the sky. Wow, that is going up high. I want to say that's at least 30 feet up there. According to the sign, it's 6 tickets. Regularly it's 7. They say they have a special today for 6 to ride. So a lot of these rides in the repeat. So there'll be like a ring toss game, followed by a dart game. If you go down a little bit farther, there'll be another ring toss game and another dart game. So if you see one that's got so many people, just go down to the next one. I'll get a little hungry, so I'll try to figure out what to eat. If you go to stand and try to figure out if they are in the coupon book, they have this sign up. And then you can see, and it'll tell you what coupon number it is, so you can look it in the book. Here you go, I got a jumbo corn dog. This is $5, but it was $4 off in the book, so it was only $5. Just left the Midway, and I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Kind of go the one way I originally came from. And I think I'm going to go check out some of the livestock. There we go, I'm going to wander into the horse barn. It'll definitely be interesting to come in here sometimes because you'll see them prepping the horses for competitions. That is a beautiful horse back there. Oh, just so many beautiful horses in here to come see. They have so much muscle. There really are a lot of beautiful horses in there. You have to go check it out for yourself. Someone asked me if I had a quarter horse, and I said no, I have a full one. I'm gonna poke my head into the Comper Arena. I have not been in here before. According to the schedule, should be the end of the 4-H breeding heifer show. Wow, it is a full house in here. I've not been in there before. It's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna pretend to know what they're looking for in cows or competition, but it's still kind of one of those interesting things about the fair, going in and trying and checking out new things. You can see over here there's a bunch of, I believe there's sheriff on horseback for security for the fair. There's another building I don't go into often, the Christian Pavilion. I have no idea what's in here. Okay, so this is like a sheep farm, so it looks like they're prepping for competition. They have a lot of sheep and goats in here. A little stubborn. And, this is one of the show rings inside. It looks like right now they're looking at some goats, judging. Can't really get close enough because these competitions really pack them in. Standing room only. I'll give you the sign, but this is the largest boar. He is 1,005 pounds, 3.5 years old, and his name is Wild Mustang. And yeah, he is a big guy. I'm gonna go down the next building east of there into the cattle barn. I'm not gonna follow too closely here. Got some young beef cow in here. It's really interesting to stand and watch as they prep for competitions and everything. Things that they do, you know, trimming, you know, giving haircuts, grooming, all that kind of stuff. I'm outside of the kettle barn, and now this is the moo booth area. Got the dairy barn where you can get some milkshakes or milk. And then behind that is the moo stage. We'll go poke our head over there. Over here they'll do the moo stage, and they'll have milking demonstrations throughout the day where they will either show how they do it by hand, or they have the newer systems where they can hook it up mechanically. More or less kind of curious about those buildings because I don't go in them very often. Next up is the Coliseum. I'm not going to go in there today. I'm going to keep going down Judson Avenue to the, I believe this is east still. I found the all-you-can-drink milk barn. It's $2 for a glass. All you can drink as long as you stay near the barn. Miracle of Birth Center. You know what? Let's go in here. First things I'm seeing, walking straight in, they got some baby chicks. Aw. Oh, look at those little guys. They're so cute. Oh, these are 18-week-old tom turkeys. They are already pretty big. Got a sign here. They already weigh approximately 35 pounds each. Oh, next over are baby ducklings. Well, the Miracle Birth Center, you just have to wait a little while, maybe a few days. And there will be all kinds of births in here. It's only the first day, so there's a lot more to come. These pigs are very pregnant. And you can see the babies bringing the crowds here. And there are lots of hand washing stations, so if you pet anything, you can definitely make sure that you want to get washed up, as my mom would say, on your way out the door. I don't know about this. Over by the one entrance, they have a scoreboard, I guess you could say. So on Wednesday, which was the 24th, they had 4 lambs born, I believe, if I'm reading that right. And then today, right now, they have a pig giving birth, and they have had, well, they don't have any yet, at least on the board, but there's also been one other lamb that was born today. Then at the bottom, they'll give the birth totals at the end on the last day. This is something else that's new to me. I'm outside the one entrance to the Miracle Birth Center, and they have a butterfly garden on the backside here, and you can see all the different flowers that you can plant in your yard that are pollinators that butterflies would come and feast. I'm going to continue down Judson. On the right, there's going to be the dairy building. Let's go poke our head in there. How about that? All right, wandering into the dairy building. Despite it being known as the dairy building, there's actually quite a few vendors that you'll find in here. We're going to head to the back to where the actual dairy is. If you're looking for the dairy stuff in the dairy building, it is in the back. Back here you can get some treats like sundaes and ice cream cones. But we're going back over here to this corner. This is home to the famous butter sculptures of Princess Kay of the Milky Way. And so each day a princess will sit up here and sit for as long as it takes in this ice box, basically, getting their face carved. And so you can see the winners and which block they will go. You can see here the progress that the sculptor is going through. Coming along pretty far. If I remember in there, it's something like in the mid 30 degrees, so that's why they're wearing their coats. Let's compare here. How are we looking? Close? Gotta sneak out the back way by the butter heads. Something that's interesting about those heads is the princesses get to keep them, or at least they used to. And so I've talked to some princesses in the past, and they'll keep them, and they'll be like in their freezer for years. Maybe they might donate them to a homeless shelter, that kind of a thing. Up next is this pinkish purplish looking building. This is the haunted house. It is $5 to get in. I have not been in here for years. Maybe I can give it care to come in another day during the fair, but I'm not going to today. I am just looking at the time, and it's going to be a long day for me, even though I've only been vlogging for like the last hour or so. I've actually been at the fair for about 8 hours, so I'm going to start heading back to my car. This is the Horticulture Building. We'll go into that some point, but you can check out all sorts of horticulture related stuff from Minnesota. On the back here, there is a garden. I'm going to go poke my head in real quick. I'm on the, I think it's the northwest side of the Horticulture Building. I go to the Minnesota Water Garden. Wow. Check out the size of this these flowers over here. There's some pretty layouts. I like these hostas. I like hostas, in part because hostas are nothing that can really grow in my yard. I have such a black thumb. Oh, I don't know what this is, but apparently it's some kind of pollinator because I see some bees floating around in here. There we go. That looks like a honeybee. Possibly. You know, this is a nice quiet place to come hang out at during the fair if you need a break from the crowds. It's a good place to go. Very relaxing until some vlogger comes along. Wow, this is a popular place. Check out all these pollinators. Across from the Horticulture Building is the food building. So I stopped over at the food building and I went to Tipsy Pie. Tipsy Pie, they have these pies, and all these pies have some level of alcohol in them. I decided to try out the, this is their spicy Reuben pie. So it's like a Reuben and it's crust, and there's actually beer in here as part of the ingredients. First, I'm gonna crack this open, and you can see there is some goodness in there. Corned beef and sauerkraut and whatever. I forget what else is on this. Okay, here we go. I like that nice amount of meat to it. It's got like a sausage in there too, so it's kind of, that's where the kick is really coming from. That's good. That pie was really good. I would definitely do that again. Tipsy Pie, they had 2 more savory pies, and that was one of them, the Reuben. And then they also have several more sweet type pies, your dessert type pies. And they're normally $8, but they're in the coupon book for $2.50 off. I'm gonna make my way out. I'm gonna go down Carnes. This is the Eel Mill, which is just kind of like a love tunnel type thing, a boat ride. I got a decent sized crowd that came out for the first day. This is actually great to see. When I got here at about 8:15 this morning, there weren't a lot of people around. It was very nice and cool. So if you want to avoid the crowds, the sooner you get here, the better. But the sun came out and warmed up, and it is getting full. So I know this vlog is short, but this is where I'm going to leave you because I am done for the day. As I said, I've been here for 8 or 9 hours and my feet hurt and I'm exhausted, so I'm going to call it good. But I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Bill. You've been watching KB Trucks. Please do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. And I do mean subscribe because about 90% of our viewers are non-subscribers. So please do me a favor and subscribe. But anyway, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Good luck and have fun.